push open the glass door to Jungkook's office, balancing a tray with his usual morning coffee, a croissant, and a small bottle of vitamin C. You've already been through 3 meetings and 2 panic texts from the junior associates, but nothing derails your rhythm like your boss forgetting to eat. Still alive in here? You ask lightly, placing the tray on the desk. Jungkook looks up from behind his monitor, the faintest lift at the corner of his lip, his version of a full-blown grin. Barely, he says, voice soft and slightly hoarse. You're 10 minutes late. You raise an eyebrow. I stopped to get you the pastry you like. You're welcome. I didn't ask for it. You never do. He doesn't argue, just leans back in his chair, clearly exhausted but trying to hold his composure. His usual sharp black suit hangs a little looser today, and there's paleness to skin that immediately catches your eye. You look like a ghost, you say, more worried than teasing. Did you sleep at all? I'm fine. It's a lie. You see it in the way his fingers twitch when he tries to type, how his eyes don't quite focus on the screen. Jungkook John is many things. Brilliant, meticulous, heartbreakingly handsome, but being kind to his own body is not one of them. You cross your arms. You're burning out again. He gives you a brief glance like he wants to argue, but your expression silences him. He sighs and reaches for the coffee, sipping it slowly. That's his peace offering, silent and slightly sheepish. You watch him for a second longer than necessary. A year ago, he was still smiling, still laughing at random cat videos you used to airdrop him during boring strategy meetings. Then his wife died. Since then, he's become quieter, still kind, still polite, but withdrawn. Like there's a whole part of him sealed off behind that calm exterior. You tried not to care at first, told yourself you were just his assistant, his secretary, nothing more. But over time, caring for him became your second nature, like breathing. And sometimes, on days like this, you catch him watching you when he thinks you're not looking, like he's trying to remember something he lost, or maybe trying to feel something he hasn't in a while. You snap out of your thoughts. Cancel your afternoon meetings. You say, you're going home early. That's final. He looks amused. Are you my assistant or my doctor? I'm your survival instinct. You would be lost without me. He doesn't deny it. Instead, he leans back, closes his eyes for a moment and mumbles, let's survive the day first. You sigh, but a smile tugs at your lips anyway, because even if he won't say it out loud, you know you've become something more than just the person who manages his schedules. You've become the noise in his silence, and whether he likes it or not, he's become the calm in your chaos. Time skip. Late evening. The office is quiet now, desks empty, lights dimmed, and the soft hum of the city slipping through the tall glass windows. Most employees have clocked out, but you're still here, and so is he. Jungkook hasn't moved from his seat in hours. His laptop screen glows a dull white, casting tired shadows across his face. He's typing slowly now, almost like each key is a weight. You glance at the clock, 8:47 p.m. Okay, this is getting ridiculous, you mutter, walking over with a frown. Everyone else has left, the building is practically asleep, and your hands land on your hips. You're still working like you're not running a fever. I have emails. Jungkook murmurs, not even looking up. You walk behind his chair and place the back of your hand gently against his neck. His skin is warm, too warm. He flinches slightly but doesn't push you away. You're burning up, you whisper. Jungkook, come on, you need to go home. I said I'm fine. You said that 5 hours ago. Silence falls. You watch him for a moment, something sharp tugging at your chest. He's holding himself together like a threadbare sweater. One tug and everything will unravel. You walk around to face him again, crouching beside his chair. Why are you doing this to yourself? His gaze finally meets yours. There's softness there, raw, tired. He doesn't answer, just closes his laptop slowly, resting the palm on the top as if even letting go of work takes effort. Then, in a voice barely above a whisper, can you take me home? You blink. What? His eyes drift shut for a moment. I don't want to be alone tonight. Something in you twists, not because of what he said, but how he said it. Quiet, vulnerable, like the words cost him something. You nod without thinking. Yeah, of course, come on. He stands, but he sways slightly and you're at his side in seconds, his arm around your shoulder and your hand studying his waist. You try not to think about how warm he feels, how right it feels holding him like this. And as you lead him toward the elevator, you hear him murmur almost to himself, you always stay. You don't respond, but you squeeze his hand gently because he's right, you always do. Time skip. Jungkook's house in the night. The elevator dings softly as you step out, one arm still wrapped around Jungkook's waist. He leans into you a little more than necessary, his body heavy with exhaustion, but his presence warm, comforting, dangerous in the gentlest way. The moment you unlock the door to his apartment, you are hit with a familiar scent of clean linen, vanilla, and something faintly floral like cherry blossom. You've been here before, of course, for file drops, emergency meetings, the occasional forgotten charger, but tonight feels different. Tonight, you're not his assistant, you're just you, and he's just a man who doesn't want to sleep alone. Shoes off, you murmur, guiding him inside, couch or bed. He tucks you gently by the sleeve. Just stay. Your breath catches, but you nod. Jungkook sinks into the couch like he's finally allowed to exhale. You kneel down in front of him, loosening the buttons of his shirt to help him breathe easily. His skin is warm, flushed. He's staring at you like he can't decide if he's hallucinating or dreaming. You're not taking care of yourself at all. You scold softly. You need fluids, paracetamol, and 10 hours of sleep minimum. I just needed you, he says, voice hoarse but so casual it hits you like a thunderclap. You freeze. He smiles, eyes fluttering half shut. Don't look so shocked. You're bossy and loud, but comforting. You narrow your eyes, trying not to smile. Are you flirting with me while running a 101-degree fever? Maybe, he mumbles. You're cute when you're worried. Your heart stumbles, literally stumbles inside your chest. You're delusional, you mutter, getting up to make tea just to escape the chaos he's creating inside your ribcage. You return with tea, medicine, and a fluffy blanket he keeps tucked in the corner of the couch. You wrap it around him carefully, your hands brushing his arms, his collarbone, the side of his neck. Every touch feels too much and not enough. He drinks the tea slowly, then holds out the meds like a child needing help. Really, you scoff. I'm tired. His voice is hoarse. Be nice. Your chest squeezes. You've never seen this side of him. Soft, needy, a little bratty. And it's making it very hard not to fall headfirst into feelings you have been suppressing for months. You help him take the pill, then smooth his hair back without thinking. He leans into your touch like it's instinct. She used to do that, he whispers suddenly. Your hand freezes. My wife, he says. When I was sick, she would do all this. The scolding, the tea, the hair thing. You stay quiet, let him speak. But you, he swallows. Eyes meeting yours, fever-glazed but honest. You're not like her, you're louder, funnier, you drive me crazy most days. You raise a brow, is this going somewhere flattering? He lets out a breathy laugh. You feel like her, that's the strange part, different but familiar. I didn't think I would ever feel that again. Your heart is no longer fluttering, it's crashing. He closes his eyes slowly. You're warm, she was warm too. You don't say anything, you just sit beside him on the couch, hands still brushing gently through his hair. And when he shifts closer, head dropping to your shoulder like it's the most natural place in the world, you let him stay there. Because somewhere between his fever and your racing pulse, something fragile and beautiful is being built, and you don't have the heart to stop it. Time skip, midnight. The city is sleeping, you're not. You're still on the couch, Jungkook's head resting on your shoulder, his breath warm against your collarbone. His fever's gone down a little, but he hasn't moved in a while except for the occasional sigh like he's finally at peace, and yet your heart hasn't stopped racing. You shift slightly, adjusting the blanket, trying not to wake him, but his hand finds yours under the folds of the fabric. He laces your fingers together, just like that, without opening his eyes, like it's the most natural thing in the world. You don't pull away, his voice is barely audible. Still here, you whisper. His thumb grazes over yours, slow, tender. You hate how much that tiny gesture affects you. It feels like something you shouldn't be allowed to feel, like holding hands in a dream you're scared to wake from. You're warm, he says again, softly this time, not comparing, just stating it like a fact. You glance down at him, heart thudding. So are you, which is a bad thing because you still have a fever. He chuckles, but it fades fast, replaced by that look again, soft and unreadable. Can you stay? He murmurs. The whole night. You hesitate. You want me to sleep here on the couch? No. He turns his face toward your neck, his voice quieter now. With me. Your breath catches. You try to speak, but no words come out. There's nothing flirtatious in his tone. No teasing, just tired vulnerability. A rawness you're not used to seeing from him. You don't have to, he adds. I don't want to be alone tonight. You reminded me of her. The sentence is a whisper, a plea, a confession, even if he doesn't realize it. You nod, and he finally opens his eyes. His bedroom is quiet, dimly lit by the city lights that spill through the windows. The sheets are cool when you climb in, but his body is so warm beside you, curled slightly toward your side. You lie there in silence for a long time, both facing the ceiling, your pinky still brushing under the blanket. You feel his gaze before you meet it. He's looking at you, really looking. Can I? He starts, then stops himself. Never mind. What? He hesitates. Then, can I hold you? Your heart is no longer fluttering, it's spiraling. You nod again. He inches closer slowly, carefully, like he's not sure if he's allowed to. One arm slides around your waist, the other presses against the mattress beside your head. His face is so close now, so close you can feel the whisper of his breath against your cheek. And when your hands find the fabric of his shirt, clutching it gently, he exhales like he's been holding it in for a year. Neither of you speaks. His fingers draw slow, lazy circles against your lower back. Yours curl tighter into his shirt. His lips brush your forehead. Not quite a kiss, not yet, but it lingers. And somehow it's more intimate than anything else could be. You don't sleep right away. You stay like that, tangled in the quiet with emotions too big to name blooming between you. Somewhere between half dreams and reality, you hear him murmur, "If things were different." You open your eyes slowly. He doesn't finish the sentence, but his hand tightens slightly around you, and you both know things are different now. Time skip, early morning. You wake up before the sun. The room is still draped in shadows, the soft grey light of dawn just beginning to spill through the sheer curtains. For a moment you forget where you are, why your heart feels so full, why there's a steady, slow warmth pressed against your back. Then you feel it. Jungkook's arm wrapped securely around your waist, your fingers still tangled in the edge of his shirt. His breath steady against the curve of your neck. You don't move, you just lie there, blinking into the soft light, afraid that even the slightest shift will break the spell of the night before. His hold on you is gentle, not possessive but grounding, like he's still holding on to you from his sleep. Or maybe he just didn't want to let go. You can feel the memory of it all still etched into your skin. His touch, the way he had looked at you in the dark, the way your name had almost sounded like something sacred when he said it under his breath. You should move, say something, make a joke, break the tension before it builds into something neither of you is ready for. But you don't, because deep down you don't want it to break, you want to stay. Morning, he whispers, voice thick with sleep. You turn slightly, just enough to face him. His eyes are half-lidded, strands of hair falling into them, cheeks still flushed with remnants of fever. But he's awake, really awake this time, and he's looking at you like you're not supposed to be real. Hi, you whisper back, a small smile tugging at your lips. He blinks slowly. You stayed. You asked me to. He nods barely. A few seconds pass before he reaches up, brushing your hair behind your ear. His fingers are warm, careful. You almost shiver. I didn't dream, did I? He asks softly. Last night, you here? No, you whisper. You didn't. His gaze lingers on your face. I keep trying to tell myself this doesn't mean anything. Your heart skips. But it does, doesn't it? He adds so quietly that you're not sure you were supposed to hear it. You don't answer because it does. God, it does. Every second of it meant everything. But neither of you is ready to say the words, not yet. So instead you smile, just a little, and tease. You still look like death, by the way. He lets out a hoarse laugh. Thanks, that's sweet. You sit up slowly, his hand slipping from your waist like reluctance. I'll make you breakfast, you say. You don't cook, he mumbles from behind you, eyes fluttering shut again. Yeah, but it's the thought that counts, right? As you walk toward the kitchen, you can feel his eyes on you, watching, soft, quiet, something blooming behind them that's far too deep for either of you to name yet. But it's there, a new beginning, curled softly between fever dreams and morning light. You're not his assistant or secretary anymore, not just. And he's not mourning the past now, not entirely, not when he's already started looking at you like you're the one bringing him back to life. Time skip, A week later, late evening, the office is mostly empty, lights dimmed, and the city outside hums quietly as night falls. The day's chaos has simmered down, but your mind hasn't. Not when he's sitting across the room, sleeves rolled up, hair falling messily over his forehead, biting the edge of his pen in thought. You've been watching him for the last 10 minutes instead of answering the email you opened. He hasn't said much today, just those soft glances, the ones that say more than words could, the ones he's only started giving you since that night. And honestly, you haven't stopped thinking about it either. The way his arms felt around you, the way he held your hand in his sleeve, the way he said you feel like her, but you're not, you are you. You still don't know what that means, not completely, but your heart has been full ever since. He looks up suddenly, catching your gaze, and this time he doesn't look away. You're staring, he says softly. You raise a brow, so are you. He hums, eyes still locked on yours. Can I ask you something? Only if I can lie. He smiles. Do you ever think about that night? He asks quieter now. Since then? You pause, let your guard down just a little, all the time. Something shifts in the air between you. It's not loud, it's not obvious, but it's there. He closes his laptop slowly, stands up, walks towards you, not rushed, not hesitant, just sure. He stops, one hand resting on the desk edge, the other casually slipping into his pocket. He doesn't touch you, doesn't need to. You make this place feel different now, he says. You blink. What do you mean? Lighter, warmer, like you. The silence stretches. You look up at him and whisper, Are you saying I'm growing on you, boss? He leans down just slightly, voice lower than it's ever been. You already did. Your breath stutters. You open your mouth to say something, tease, deflect anything, but his next words steal it away. I'm not ready to start something yet, he admits, gently. But when I am, I hope it's with you. You don't answer right away. You just smile because somehow that quiet little promise feels louder than any confession, and deep down you both know this is just the beginning.